years with this project and many more, so, well done, Melissa, thank you.
I wanted to ask, how did you resolve your problem of keeping the fish alive?
So we put a filter like in the water to clean out their waste to get them to the plants, and we found out that the pump was actually like releasing a chemical into the water, which was killing them. And then we took that pump out, bought a different brand that was more like for water, I guess, and then after that my fish just stayed healthy in general.
Are you familiar at all with Winnie Drumlins? I can't say her name, that was our teacher.
Emma Krause.
They have a wonderful aquaponics operation that you should go see. You'd really enjoy it after what you've studied. Thank you.
All right, moving on. Dick, are there any communications?
I don't see any.
Okay. Jim, you ready for a treasurer's report?
Yep, just a second. Okay, come on. Gotta find my cursor now. There we go. Okay. Treasurer's report for Wednesday, June 20th, 2018. Total of expenditures for all funds for May of 2018 was $1,188,801.17. Our current investments, our state investment pool as of May 31, general fund has a balance of $1,280,460.91. Has earned interest of $2,476.49. Debt service account has a balance of 14 cents. Our non-refundable debt account has a balance of $1,248.31. Has earned interest of $1.91. Total investment, government investment pool, $1,281,709.36. Our Thresa State Bank account, general fund, has a balance of $573,171.68. Has earned interest of $767.36. Money market general, balance of $10,860.31. Has earned interest of $9.22. And money market fund 46 trust has a balance of $1,208.10, earned interest of 92. For total investment, Thresa State Bank, $585,240.09. Our total cash investments are $1,866,949.45. And then the following page is a summary of our balance for our referendum account.
Okay, you've heard the treasurer's report. We have resolution 1718256. Need a motion for approval. Second. Motion by Norm, second by Joe. Any questions on the treasurer's report? Norm?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried 601. Resolution 1718257, approval of regular semi-monthly bills. Any motion?
So moved.
Joe, second by
I'll second.
Norm. Questions on the bills? Hearing none. Joe?
Aye.
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 Motion carried 601. Resolution 1718258, approval of per diem. Motion by Norm, second by Joe. Changes?
Yeah, I've got you got on here the 523, was that mistakenly put down for, the year-end tea?
I think that was the tea, was that a Wednesday?
Yeah, but it was the 30th.
No, it was the 23rd.
It was the 30th.
It was the
30th.
Well, the tea was the 30th, what was
Yeah.
the 23rd?
Nothing, you got me on there for one, and I didn't
Okay.
have them. So, but turn that into the 30th, and then I have the 29th for, building and grounds.
Okay, take Dave off for tonight.
Okay.
So
Well,
the
something must have been the 23rd, because I have 3 people on for the 23rd.
I think it's the.
That's the
your
T,
T,
just
just
the
the
T.
Okay, so just change the 23rd to the 30th.
30th, yeah. And then I had the 29th for building and grounds, and Jim was like that.
Okay, then I would also add a building and grounds for 29th. If that's the correct date.
Yeah.
It's Tuesday, that's correct.
Okay, the building.
Okay, you got those?
Who was all buildings, grounds?
Just Jim and I that day.
Right, I was missing.
Yeah.
So we've changed the 523 to 530. We've added
29th.
529 to Jim and Norm, and we've taken 620 off of Dave's. Any other changes? No.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carried 601.
Joe.
Committee meetings? Committee meetings? Administrative report.
I think we'll go right to.
Mark? Okay, Mark, you're up. Referendum project update.
Once again, my name is Mark Raswick with JH Findorf, the project manager. I was up here during the pre-ref efforts, and then through the design and the bid, and now here we are in June with 42 working days until teachers come back. So we're working hot and heavy over there. So I wanted to come give you a quick update on kind of the progress at all the locations, as well go through the budget update. As I said, we'll go through kind of an overview of the schedule, a construction update at all 3 locations, a budget update, and I've got questions at the end, but you know, it's an interactive presentation, so if you have questions throughout, feel free to speak up. So this summer, we will be tackling all of Parkview and the middle school, and portion of the high school. Got the phasing plan up a little bit later, so you'll see that. It's a challenging project, the way that it's laid out with where each of the existing classrooms and departments are, so that we can complete the space that they're going to be in, and then move them down. But our team has done a really good job working with Scott and the team over there, Joel, and getting everybody on board, and it's been a pretty streamlined process. Scope, so at Parkview, just kind of high level, HVAC upgrades, safety and security. We're gonna have some added cameras, added access control, as well as the renovation to the Fab Lab and Makerspace. We were able to start the Fab Lab Makerspace early, before the kids left. There was an all-day field trip. We relocated an IT rack across the hall, and our guys got to it right away. So. Some progress photos of where we're at. This is the soffit that's at the corridor at the library, and then some of the interior spaces at the maker space. There's a column with a reinforcing beam going through, and then some of the exterior wall framing, and then everybody's favorite portion of the scope, air conditioning. I think that's the number one thing when you get to it. Everybody smiles and gets excited for it. So, scope at the middle school. We've got site work for that exterior stormwater management. Once the summer school activities are over, we're gonna take that over so that we can not be around any of the occupants at that time. We're pulling cabling for all of the cameras, the access control right now. We do have the soffit. It's not shown on these plans, but there's a set of doors that were added here. For access control, we've got the soffit built for that. Once the doors come in, we'll have those in. Upgraded HVAC equipment and controls. Same thing here, we were able to come in a little early, pop ceiling tiles, walk through it with Surefire, make sure that what the assumptions were on the construction documents actually matched what the existing conditions were, and just kind of jumpstart that coordination effort so that on the first day of summer break, we're not starting fresh. We actually have some familiarity with it. Schedule at the high school, kind of starting at the lower level. So this summer what we will be completing are the science classrooms, the Fab Lab space here, as well as the renovations to the cafeteria space and locker rooms. We actually coordinated with Joel in the athletics department so that they could get out of the space early. They needed the lockers by August 1st for football. We were able to help them get out of that space a little bit earlier so that we could expedite the construction there. And then the STEAM addition with the athletics here in the greenhouse, that'll be turned over in December. Right now we're looking to pour our slab on grade in the next week, start structural steel and get enclosed. All of the bearing masonry will be complete probably within the next week and a half. So. And then on the upper level, got the new office admin suite that will start after spring break next year. After we get done with the STEAM addition, the current STEM STEAM location will move down there over Christmas break, and then we'll take that space, renovate it from January to spring break. And when that band choir space is complete, we'll relocate them across the hallway and start over there. After the Mother's Day performance, we're going to start moving into the Performing Arts Center and start those renovations. And then originally this summer, we were going to take from here down to the new teacher workstation. As I said earlier, before the meeting, we were talking, demo week went really well. As we were looking at kind of the efficiencies, having everybody on site, not having to put the teachers and the staff through 2 relocations. We've already got all the stuff out of the room. Kind of coordinating with Joel and Scott and the team, we decided that we'd be able to go from here. There's a few special ed rooms, a couple of computer rooms, other classrooms, and complete this entire south elevation of the 200 wing. It's going to be nice just to be able to turn over not a partially completed wing, but that whole south elevation. And then next summer, we'll be taking over the new life skills, the library, the classroom and learning environments, all on the north side. One thing that's not on here is the window replacement. We'll have all of the current exterior windows replaced at the high school at the end of this summer. Right now, we're doing about 3 classrooms a day. I think they may be able to get as much as 5, so they're moving. Some high school progress photos. I think everybody remembers that fun couple of days. And then just kind of showing, what the staff and students, with their cooperation and patience, allowing us to take those ceilings out, start our investigative work. Given the age of this building, it really allowed us to go in and see what was above the ceiling, what are the ceiling tiles, what was not easily accessible during the design process of it. May, as I said, we got into the locker room demo. Here's a picture of the below slab rough-ins after all of the saw cutting for the new showers, bathrooms, all of the coach space, teacher space. And then the exterior walls at the fitness room going on. June, I've got locker room plumbing rough-ins, but these are all the finished pipes being enclosed in the masonry. As of yesterday, we completed all of the masonry in the locker room space. We're starting paint in there on Friday. This is the the second floor classrooms that we demolished, looking towards the main office. A little different than about a week and a half ago. When you knock all the walls down, you realize just how big those spaces are, and it's going to be fun putting them back together. We've got the retaining wall progress down here. This is if you were standing at the athletics looking into the new tech ed spaces with the autos and woods. And then this is the formwork going up at the greenhouse structure. Got 3 out of the 4 walls complete right now. Intending on getting that installed.
Mark, it's a good one question.
Yeah.
Looking at the locker room plumbing rough-ins, is the locker room gonna be ready by August 1st?
Yep,
There we go.
They're starting to paint already.
There is, okay.
starting to paint already. Week of the 4th, so that would be Monday the 2nd. We're gonna have our epoxy floor guy in there. He needs the entire space by himself for the week. I guess it's nobody can get on it. I mean, it's 72 hours for ladders, so that was the critical milestone to hit. But yeah, that's the one we're sitting down and talking daily of, okay, where are we at? Where can we gain efficiencies? So we told Joel it would be done at the 12 days before originally scheduled, where Scott and I are gluttons for punishment and always up for the challenge, and we said, yeah, sure, why not, we can do it. So, and for window replacement, so right here is where they started in Bob's office, and as of today, they're almost down to the 89 wing, so they're flying.
How old was banks where you had to do a lot of excavation for the greenhouse? How is that area going to be stabilized? Just will it be grass, or is there going to be walls in there?
There'll be some high walls in there, some high concrete walls to hold the earth back, and then it'll be grass on a sloped elevation there. And you can see, looking at so here's where the retaining wall is, where that just in front of that Bobcat, and you can see just how much of that hill we had to take out to get that slope correct there, so. Kind of a bird's eye view of the 2 elevations. So this is the north, this is the new athletics, new parking lot, and then on the south where the retaining wall will go, and the greenhouse is located right down here. Budget update. So on bid day, we had some of the board members come down to our office, along with our partners from Bray, to kind of witness what what bid day is like, what goes on. The the phone calls we're making as bids come in to make sure that everybody's apples to apples. And then just going through it, you know, line item by line item, and talking through the plans and what each trade package was. So it was a good experience to kind of have everybody down. We take it for granted, much like construction, as we had to continually apologize to Bob and the team over at the high school. I mean, that's the world we live in, and you know, we kind of take advantage and, you know, take it for granted that we get to see a lot of this cool stuff every day. And you know, it was exciting to get a different perspective on the bid day and the process. So Parkview Elementary, for all of these sheets, it'll be the referendum budget here, the delta with the bid day summary. Parkview, we ended up about $20,000 under budget. One thing you'll notice, Surefire, local subcontractor, they were on part of the facilities committee. They were selected to actually be at all 3 schools. They've been an absolute fantastic partner to work with. This is the first job I've ever had them on. Ted and his team have really, they've shown up. They're ready to work. So. Middle school, once again, we've got Surefire. Staff Electric was also selected at all 3 schools for data and electrical. Rams was our earthwork contractor at all 3. Neeson, Stark, or the site work, landscapers and concrete. And Hetzel is at all 3, as well as Klein-Dickert program. So
Did every single one of those bids at least get 3 bids?
not every one of them got 3 bids, no.
Do you know why that is?
Right now, it's the market that we're seeing. We're getting no bids in some of these right now and having to call and beg, and it's on every project. Everybody is so busy right now, and it's just they're filled up through the end of the year, and some even into next summer. So they're not, especially
Estimation of how many more than 1 bid?
what's that?
On estimation, what percentage are more than 1 bid?
I wouldn't know the exact number. I can get it to you.
Okay, thank you.
I don't want to throw a number out right now and not be accurate, so.
Sure, no, that makes sense. More than half?
That had less than 1 bid?
Yeah.
I wouldn't think it'd be more than half, no.
Okay.
And with this also being, so we got the construction documents a little late, and that put us behind a lot of other schoolwork, so people had gotten, you know, filled up by then. But also seeing the schedule, knowing that they're committing 15 to 20 guys all summer, they don't want to bid it and not be able to perform and show up, so. And we were on Kettle Moraine, we know what that is like when there's people who come in and bid it and lowball it, so it gives us a very unique perspective when we do get the one guy that comes in low and saying, do you really understand what this is gonna take?
Have you
So,
shared with has your company shared with the school district every single bid?
yeah, we've
Yeah.
sat down with the facility committee and went through those, yeah.
Sure. And how come the facility committee can't give me those when I've asked for that months ago?
Mark has been asked to create one document that has all of that. And so then Mark presented this tonight. Is there
Yeah, but it doesn't have all the bids that I'm interested in. I've asked multiple times for all the bids to be able to see them, and I still think it's backwards and unethical, in my opinion, that the process should be, we get submitted all the bids, then from there we turn it over to Findorf and we use them. That's just my thought process, and I would challenge anybody to say I think it's unethical to do it the latter.
So Mark, instead of estimating, you know, the percentage, can you just get a document that has all the bids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Submitted bids?
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then here at the high school, these are the bids. You'll notice here we've got 3 line items that are highlighted in yellow. So when we went out for flooring, Byco came back low on tiling and carpeting, so another local subcontractor. Unfortunately,